allow me to tell you guys a story. Hey guys, PGCheek16 here, and I'm here to tell you guys a little story about my trip to Boston. As you guys may know, I am a huge fan of the Pack, Preston, Lachlan, Rob, Jerome, Mitch, Vic, every single one of those guys. I love every single one of them, and many of you know that I'm a body actor for Gizzy Gathers Roleplays, so I thought going on a little Boston trip to go to meet them, it was actually a lot of fun. What happened was we left on Friday afternoon, April 22nd, and we left at like 2 p.m. It takes like 8 hours to get there, so the drive was really entertaining. The crew that went with me is sort of the same crew that went to the Toronto meetup. My aunt, my cousin Rebecca, and my cousin Sebastian were the ones that went with me, and if you guys are watching this, thank you for taking me, because it was the best weekend of my entire life. If you saw the Toronto vlog, you obviously know that car rides with these people are very entertaining, especially when you have movies and music and snacks. It's really fun to have like family that would do that for you, and to have like family that would make it like that much more entertaining. This would have been my second time staying at a hotel besides 2 times at the same water park, and this would be it. It was the furthest I had been away from home, and it was the longest I had been away from home. I was very excited for not only meeting like the YouTubers and stuff, but just traveling in general. I've discovered I really love traveling. I want to do it more often, but sadly I'm small. So we got to the hotel, and it was fancier than I had expected, and I was like super duper excited, and we were on the 7th floor, so it had an amazing view. The view in the dark. There was nothing else to watch. At least I don't think so, because I didn't have control over the TV. But there was nothing else to watch except for like tornado documentaries. So I know a lot about tornadoes now. If you need tornado information, I'm your gal. It was like really fancy for considering how cheap it was compared to other ones that were closer to the convention center and stuff. It had a pool, and it had really good like internet, and I was very excited. It didn't really hit me that I was beating the YouTubers until the next day when we were on our way. To Children's Wharf Park, which is where Gizzy is having his meetup at noon. You and I side by side, wasting time, laughing about the nether. During Gizzy's meetup, I arranged the meeting of me and my online friend Jen, Lame Burnt Toast. I made her nose bleed. I have an explanation though. I still feel so bad because it was just weird how it happened. We get to Children's Wharf Park, and Gizzy's not there yet, but a bunch of people are there with Minecraft swords, as was I. And I was waiting for Jen because we had arranged this like a week ahead of time. I've been friends with Jen for a long time, and it was about time that we met each other in real life, and I was super excited because it was just like the cherry on top of like YouTuber layered cakes. I like scanned the area looking for both Gizzy and Jen, and I see someone that looks exactly like Jen. I had only seen like pictures of like this much of her face, and in all those pictures she had like straighter hair. This time she was wearing like 21 Pilots hat. She was like very short, like this height maybe, I don't know. I see her, and she starts talking to like her dad, which I've later found out was her dad and stuff. I was like, okay, Rebecca, start filming, because we had a system going that my aunt was going to get pictures, I was going to get selfies, and my cousin was going to record vlog footage. Not all the moments were captured, that's why I'm like explaining things. like, just putting those pieces together wouldn't be like most of the story, because I didn't film in the car, didn't film in the hotel. I just filmed like meeting people and stuff. Basically see each other, and my first impulse was, okay, I really want to go run and hug her, but my cousin has to start filming. So Rebecca started filming, and I bolt towards Jen, and she starts running towards me, and she, as I said, she's short.
Side by side, wasting time, laughing about the nether.
Nose kind of like ran into my shoulder, and I kind of accidentally like kind of tackled her. Her hat fell off, and she like backed up from the hug. She started like, her nose started bleeding, and she doesn't like blood, so she like started crying, and I felt really bad. After her nose stopped bleeding, I turned around and, well, what do you know? Gizzy's just standing behind me, like standing with a crowd of people around him, because they all realized before I did, because I was facing the other way. But I was like, oh, okay, Gizzy just happened to show up right at the perfect time when Jen's nose stopped bleeding. He was like, only way we can make this work is if we form a line, so I'm gonna go stand over here, and you guys all line up. And I whispered to my cousin, and I was like, I really want to be last. She was like, no, you're first. He purposely went over here, you're first. And so I was the first in line to meet Gizzy. I was in his vlog. I didn't know that anyone was recording until I looked back at the video that Rebecca got.
You Tori?
Yeah.
Hello.
Put your Red Bull down.
Good to finally meet you. It's too long. I wish the weapon was that. I brought my pen with me. You Sharpie?
Move your face.
I had, unless it fell in the,
We bought it pack.
Also, Mango's on his way. He just said there's traffic.
Okay, yeah.
So, I had a pen, but I forgot it.
Nice. What is the right one for now?
I'll grab.
Good first step.
I'm the best. I'm so organized. I'm late. No Sharpies.
Well, to be fair, you were first here.
That's true.
That's a sad
So, I just wish the weather was better.
Yeah.
But at least it's not like pouring.
Yesterday would have been perfect.
I think you're my fourth body I've said that now. So, that's cool. Ryan, this pen sucks.
I try. I know.
I remember bringing my pen. I must have forgotten the Uber. I'm trying my best. It's just, this pen is the worst.
Yeah, you could have filled your SD.
Oh yeah. Cool. But this one, it's more awesome. I specifically remember, don't forget the pen, and I forget it in the Uber.
Wow.
This is for me?
Yeah.
Made it halfway.
Oh,
My
cool.
friend wanted you to sign this, and she had a letter for you.
Okay, just sign this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like this. It's all hard.
Okay. So, just it?
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Do you know if Alex is coming?
Alex?
Yeah, because I have his 3 days.
I have no idea. You should.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay, take it back, your pen is fine. Here you go.
Just bad for writing on
Cool,
swords.
thank you
Just,
so
you
much.
can't write on swords.
Cool.
So basically, if you saw his vlog, you saw my cousin recording, and then this one you saw, I think Devin was recording. And it was really awesome to meet Gizzy, and he was really nice, and and Jenna was really happy to have her other half of her heart filled up, because that was our little joke that we made. There were a couple things that I forgot to tell Gizzy in that video, so I kept repeatedly going back. And I gave him like a little keychain thing that I made, and I offered him to try Russian candy. I don't know why people keep thinking these are like the scariest thing in the world. They're awesome, and I really wanted the YouTubers to try them because they like fizz, and it's really weird, and I feel like YouTubers' reactions to eating these would be priceless. Only one YouTuber who tried them, and you can see that clip in a little bit. But basically, after we got done meeting Gizzy, We were kind of just waiting there, you know, like my aunt was talking to Jen's parents, and me, Jen, and my two cousins, we were just like off doing our own thing.
You'd stay awake to
Cue photos of me and my cousin meeting Gizzy.
all I need to survive. As long as you're with me, I'm alright. Let's never say goodbye.
After we met Gizzy, and after he walked back to PAX to go be with his buddies and stuff, we didn't know what to do because it was like around 12:30, 1-ish, and Preston and Lachlan's meetup didn't start till like 2 p.m. We decided to go check out the Boston Tea Party like museum and stuff.
Let's take Look who I found! Introduce yourself.
Hi.
Where are you?
I don't know.
That's lame burnt toasts. The one I build batter. Build batter. We did that video. I have a long arm. I just realized that. She's very short. There. But yeah, we're in Boston. We just met Gizzy. In fact, he's right over there. Hang on. He's like right over there. I don't know if you can see him. And oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, he's right there. And I'm shaking because I just met him. See boats. Boats. We're going to see boats. Boats. We're gonna see boats.
And it was like this really cool gift shop. It was fun walking around Boston.
You and I side by side.
We walked into the gift shop, and Jen and I were browsing around, and we found like this whole like shelf of ducks. This whole shelf of just like duck stuffed animals. And I picked out one that I wanted. And we'd spent a good chunk of time in that like gift shop. Plus it took, with the time in the park to the time getting there and the time it would take to get back to the convention center, it was kind of a long time. I really wanted the duck, and I had more than enough money to get it. My aunt was like, oh, we can come back after we meet Lachlan and Preston. We don't want you to miss that. And I was about to put the duck back, and Jen goes, hey, can I see that for a second? And she like took it from my hand and she was like, thank you. And her dad paid for it, and I can't thank her enough because I had enough money, and I kept saying like, oh, I feel like I want to pay them back. And they were like, oh, now you have money for other things. What happened after that is kind of unbelievable. We were walking to the convention center and we were kind of getting lost on the way, but it was taking a while to get there and stuff. And so we're just walking. First of all, we saw this like wall that had like a hole in it, but someone like repaired it with like Legos. It was really cool. We walked a bit further, and I start to get bored from looking at my tweets. Jen like trailed back with like her parents and stuff, and I was like walking in the middle with my cousins ahead of me, everyone else behind me, and I glance across the street and I see two people with colored hair. Now I'm gonna let you process your guesses unless you've already seen the pictures on Twitter. My little cousin Sebastian, his favorite YouTubers happen to be Jacksepticeye, and I think Markiplier is his second favorite. I can't really tell, but I know Jacksepticeye is his favorite. Well, what do you know? We just happened to go walking down the streets of Boston, and they're standing on the street corner. I'm literally sitting there thinking like, this is not happening. This is too good to be true. First, I've been wanting to meet for like years. Then I meet a friend that I've been wanting to meet for like years. And now my cousin's going to get his opportunity to meet his favorite person. Jen watches them too. He went to go meet them, and they were sweethearts. Sean called Jen scary. True story. After the 2 seconds we had on a street corner with Mark and Sean, we were walking to the convention center. Brace yourselves, because it's going to get a little, I don't know if it's going to get TMI, I don't know how TMI this is. we get closer, and I see like the giant sign that says like PAX East 2016. We were just like walking and stuff, and we get to the front of the convention center, and we start people watching because a lot of the people had really amazing cosplays, like walking around the convention and stuff. I had to pee. Not like bad, but like if any sudden thing happened, I'd probably be dead. I also realized another thing. My stomach started hurting. So I had to sit there with a half full bladder and my stomach feeling like it was going to like twist and turn upside down and cause me to just like have a panic attack and just make a mess. I felt awful, but I kept looking around for Lachlan and Preston and stuff. I didn't know if it was confirmed that Jerome and Rob are going to be there, but I had stuff for them prepared just in case. We just sat there and people watched for like 5 to 10 minutes because they said they were going to be fashionably late. Thank God, because we were late too. While we were waiting there, I just keep glancing around and I see this girl that looks exactly like Kendall. In my mind, I was like, okay, that looks exactly like Kendall, but I don't know if it's Kendall, so I'm just going to keep awkwardly staring until she walks over here. And what do you know? It was Kendall, and Kendall and I united forces. We talked about Lachlan, and I asked a bunch of questions because she'd met him before, and she had her friend Abby there. It was really awesome, like, getting to meet, like, multiple online friends in one day, along with YouTubers. The adrenaline was just, like, before I knew it, someone was shouting from the other end of, like, the front of the convention center, "Meetup's over here!" It was at that moment that I knew that I was fudged. I was like, okay, I really have to pee, and I feel like I'm gonna throw up. The moment I see Lachlan, I'm going to embarrass myself in some way, shape, or form. We get to the side where the meetup's supposed to be, and all we see is Preston. Now, I met Preston in Toronto, so I was like, okay, where's Lachlan? He's mostly the one I want to see. Not that I don't want to see Preston again, because his hugs are like hugging a muscular marshmallow. Anyways, that's besides the point. I had already met Preston, and I'd feel guilty if I just saw him again and didn't see anyone else. I started, like, panicking, like, a lot. I kept frantically looking around, like, okay, where could he possibly be? He can't be later than Preston. It's their meetup. They're supposed to be here together. That's when I saw the person that, like, triggered, like, a bunch of happy emotions. I saw Alex. Jerome and Mitch's editor, vlogger person. Alex was just walking around with his camera, and I was imagining he was filming for Jerome because Mitch wasn't there. And I was like, okay, if Alex is here, that means Jerome has to be here too. So I started walking away from my little group. I don't remember if Kendall and Abby were still with us at that point. I think we kind of like split off when the person said, "Meetup's over here." I follow the path that Alex took, not to, like exactly, but to like the area where the crowd was like, had like 2 bubbles, one around Preston and it had another bubble. And I was like, okay, there's Jerome. I saw Jerome. I started like semi-fangirling, like, oh my god, Jerome's here. Not even 30 seconds later, my cousin comes up behind me and twists my head to where I saw him. I saw Lachlan standing there meeting fans and stuff, and I immediately just lost it. I immediately like kind of like not fell, but like leaned my head on Rebecca's shoulder, and I started like, oh my god, Lachlan's like right there. He's right there. In the pictures that my aunt got, I look like I'm crying. I wasn't crying. I was trying to like, in a sense, I was trying to like formulate emotions, seeing if I was going to cry or not. Then it started happening. I started like dry heaving or like feeling like I was gonna throw up without actually like throwing up. And my cousin was like, "Are you okay?" And then my aunt was like, "You're fine. And I was like, okay, no, I'm really not. I feel like I'm gonna get sick. And my aunt kept going, you're fine, just look at him. And I was like, in my mind, I was thinking, okay, you're being very, very rude. My stomach hurts. I need to find a trash can before I embarrass myself in front of the people that caused my life to have happiness in it. Like, for the final time, she's like, just look at him. And so I turned around and I saw Lachlan again. And I was semi-closer. I don't know how I got closer within that mini spaz attack. I immediately like turned back to where I was, and I was like smiling like crazy. It's a pencil, by the way. I was smiling like crazy. Next thing I knew, I was standing in line waiting if I wanted to shuffle towards Lachlan or towards Jerome. And I ended up shuffling towards Jerome.
It's like the box of Pokemon cards. It's got the description. You said 5-5. Oh, very nice. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the sweetest thing. I'm definitely going to make sure Mitch sees this down before. Oh, he's not at the event, unfortunately. Well, he'll probably be at it for sure. I'll still show him this for sure. Oh, thank you so much. Sure. Sure, thank you. What do they taste like? I'm gonna try this out. So you bite them like this? Okay, no. Oh my god, it's like Pop Rocks, but more explosion. That was awesome, thank you. Thanks so much. Oh my god.
But as you saw, I met Jerome. He was the only one that tried the Russian candy, and he really loved my art, and that made me so happy.
You and I, side by side, wasting time.
But next up was Lachlan. My cousin walks up to him.
Sebastian, nice to meet you. Did you come to Russia by any chance? Familiar. Okay. Do you want to take a photo or? Yeah, sure thing.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah, I thought it was. All right. Well, let's try and take a photo frame. Or is that the photo we're looking at?
Yeah.
Both back. One of them's recorded. Hopefully we got a photo in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you want me to sign anything for you, buddy, at all? Or? Sure. Sure thing. He's got a shirt. Yeah. All right.
And after Sebastian met him, it was my turn. I was like so nervous.
Fair enough. What's your name? I know who you are. Come, bring it in. Nice to meet you. Did you come all the way from Canada? Niagara Falls. So that's like, because there's Niagara Falls in Toronto or something, and then it's... Yeah. Okay. So how far was that drive? How long? Oh man. Alright, well, thank you to the family for driving out for that one. Absolutely. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, no, I've seen the tweets. Alrighty, and then got a lot of people there. So Rob, you've met Rob before, so you don't really care. Yeah, you don't really care if he comes. So you're like, I already met him. People watching. I'm sure he'll be here. Thank you very much. Russian candy. Will I get a disease after eating it? No. I'll try one of them later. Sounds cool. Do a video, Russian candy, trying Russian candy. Alrighty, let me just try and... That's yours. And then you want to take a photo as well? Alrighty. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. I'll put this in the bind. Trying to keep everything without getting lost. Yeah, absolutely. Slide it in. Let's selfie. That way there's a good one. Alrighty, perfect. Alright, well, I might see you guys around a bit. Any other questions?
There's one more thing. You have to
Yeah.
Sick. Okay, yeah. Whoa! Oh, look. Oh! Let me look at them first. Oh, look, the cops told us to move. Alright, wait, we're gonna move first. Stealing your mind.
He knew me by my art, and he thought I was Canadian. I have never been so happy to almost be Canadian in my entire life.
You and I side by side.
He knew me by my art, and it made me really happy. And of course, Sebastian had to remind me of a little dare that I was dared to do.
Let's have a look here. Let's have a look. What do we got? Where are the rares? I went to the front. You always put the rares at the front.
No, I organize them by like.
Okay. Garchomp X. What's the rarest card? Probably the Garchomp. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, better skim up. Oh, that's an old school. That's an old school. Damn. Hell yeah! Try and find more old school cards.
Oh, I think.
I don't want to find a really cool card.
Nope, I'm blind.
You should definitely have the cool cards at the front, so I don't have to look for the cool cards. Oh, you got the ice cream. That kind of sucks. Where's the bangers? Where's the bangers?
I can like save it.
Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's sick actually.
By the way, you might go home. I posted a
Oh, which
picture
one?
Oh, I gotta get a point.
Okay. He's your brother, yeah?
No.
Cousin. Okay, cousin. Wait up. I just want to. Oh, that's a sick card. That's a sick. Is that Japanese? Oh no, it's Japanese. This is really sick. Oh, Dragon. That's epic. Alrighty, where do you want me to sign it? That's a sick card too. How about the front? Let's do that.
Sign every single.
Yeah, every single card. Alright, yeah, that's perfect. Right out there. Did I lose my sharpness? No, I didn't. Alrighty. Let's go ahead. Appreciate it. This is really cool. I like it.
Oh my god, it's still on the ground.
Ready? There we go.
Log, can you just take this note from someone? They forgot to give it to you.
Oh, sure thing.
Is jobless knocking up here?
Look, I've had that question like 5 or 6 times. No one knows. No one knows if he's coming.
You have to catch this.
Catch it. I have to catch it. Oh, it's impossible.
It touched you. You caught it. You're
That means, yeah, that's the basic display. Damn. Alright, what am I doing now?
Victoria.
Damn. Is this for me? Oh, that's awesome. That's actually awesome. You sure you don't want me to sign it? Yeah, I'll sign it and I'll give it back to you, and that way you know that I'm in here. This is possible, right? It's cool though. I saw these at the shop. I was like, wow, these are epic.
I originally said it as a joke.
Fair enough. Okay, one more hug. Alrighty. Okay, nice to meet you all. Have a great day.
It's safe to say that I'm pretty sure Lachlan is the nicest one out of the pack to ever meet. He was so nice, and he just made my heart so happy. He knew me. He was very friendly with the whole Master Ball thing, so I was very nervous to do that. And every single video with anyone, I have my mouth stuck like this. It wouldn't close. I was smiling so much. It was the best day of my entire life, and that it wasn't even half over at that point. Lachlan is really nice, and I love him so much.
Hello, welcome to another place.
It's kind of confusing, the order that I went in. After I met Lachlan for the first time, I think I went back to Jerome. I said that I was PGT16 and stuff. He said that it sounded familiar, and that he was like, oh, do you tweet a lot? And I was like, yeah, I tweet to you all the time. He was very honest about it. He's a bigger YouTuber than Lachlan or anyone is. And it's understandable that he didn't know me as well as maybe Lachlan had or Preston had. He still knew me in some degree, and he really liked Russian candy. After we met Jerome, we went to go see Preston. The first interaction with Preston I had that whole day was he was hugging a fan. He says, apparently I give the best hugs, and so I was very confident that day for some reason. I go, your hugs are the best! And he just turns to me and he goes, "Stop, dude." I don't know how we got on the topic. We started talking about the Toronto meetup and how I mentioned that I had a friend named Natalie, I love you Natalie, who lives in Toronto and has been wanting to meet Lachlan and the rest of the pack for a long time, and that they should have more meetups in Toronto. He basically was explaining that the one that I went to was kind of like a trial, and they were staying in an RV behind the stage, like that's where they were.
RV behind the stadium. Thank y'all for going to that. That was like a testing type thing. It was a prototype, I guess you could say. So the next one we do should be so much better. So thank y'all for coming to that.
Since you've already signed stuff, I have presents for you.
Oh,
This
really?
drawing.
Oh, I like it. The rainbow fire is sick. Oh, the rainbow behind the fire. It's so good.
I made this like a card.
Aw, how do you girls have such good handwriting? It's not fair. Can I borrow it? This is really cool. Like, do you mind if I fold it and put it in my pocket? Will that like damage it?
No,
Oh yeah. This is
I also have this.
Oh, and this too?
It's like a keychain type thing.
Oh, if I had my keys on me, I'd put it on right now. I've got them back at the hotel. I'm gonna put this on. I'll tweet you a picture of it. Thank you so much again.
And this is a bigger version of that. That's like a shrinky dink type thing, and I was wondering if you guys could possibly do like a challenge video.
Yeah.
On it.
So how do you do it then?
You just take colored pencils, draw whatever you want, and then like you just bake it.
I'm gonna try really hard. My drawing skill, like I don't know if you've seen my stick figures, but they don't look like stick figures. They just look like random scribbles. So I will try my hardest. Jack, take your back. Thank you so much for that.
One last thing.
Yes.
You want to try Russian candy?
Yes. What is it? Is it like creamy or is it like chocolatey?
It's kind of shaped like a cough drop, and it's like fruity, and it like fizzes. And
Do you put it in water?
no.
Oh, you just like. Okay, well I'm gonna try this on the blog. How about that?
Okay.
That'd be awesome.
I still have yet to get a picture of that keychain, and I still have yet to get a video of him eating the Russian candy. And the challenge video, I can understand that takes a while. And he showed my art in his video. Like, who would have known? Mine was like one of 5, I think, that was in that video. My art was shown and he complimented my handwriting. It was an amazing experience to meet him again, and his hugs are phenomenal. 10 out of 10. Would hug again. I saw Rob last. He was the last to get there because he slept for a long amount of time. Meeting him was awesome. Seeing him again was awesome. I feel like every encounter I'm ever going to have with Rob is going to be awkward.
Cool. Nice.
You already met me. I have stuff for you.
I'm too short for this.
Oh, sweet.
It's like a little.
No, it's okay. You guys.
This is gonna. Is it bend though?
Oh wait.
No, just because like I don't want to put it on a keychain because it might break, but I'm gonna hold on to it. So, yeah, absolutely. Like a bling necklace or something. That'd be really cool. I like that. Where'd Jack go? Jack. There you go.
And
Right on.
one last thing. Do you want to try Russian?
It's Russian. That's terrifying. Kind of like I'll lick it. What is it? What does it do?
It's like a fruity and it's like a cough drop, and it, when you bite down, it like
I'll save it for later. Thank you. Yeah, me and Bryce will have it. Yeah, we'll have it together. All right, I'm sure like Russ right here. I'll just leave it here. Yeah, okay. Sure. All right, get in there.
Okay. This fashion? Wow, what a size difference. There you go. Awesome.
after I saw Rob, his very scared reaction to Russian candy. His and Lachlan's were the best, because they were like, it's Russian, that's terrifying. Am I going to get a disease after eating Russian candy? Thank you, Rebecca, for capturing those moments on camera. Remember that Natalie chick I mentioned like maybe a couple minutes ago? I remembered that she was the first one that I promised to get a video from Lachlan, like, for her. A lot of other people asked me, and I felt really bad that I couldn't, like, get one for everyone. Natalie was the first one. I can't remember if she asked me or if I offered, but she was the first one. I purposely went from Rob back to Lachlan when his, like, clump was died down. I went back to Lachlan to get a video for Natalie, and I gotta say, it was the most personalized video to a fan he has ever done. Most of the videos I've seen / heard while I was there, or I've seen on the internet in some other degree, they usually say the same old thing. I'm sorry you can't make it. Hope to see you some other time. Thank you for being a fan. They usually say something along the lines of those 3 things. This one was nowhere near that at all.
There we go. Alright, so Natalie, Tori said that we need to do a video for you. So we're doing a video for you. Is it like birthday or anything?
No.
Happy birthday. Merry Christmas. And happy Hanukkah.
What YouTuber says happy birthday when it's no one's birthday? Merry Christmas when it's April, and Happy Hanukkah when it's April. And we giggled at the end. And again, my mouth was like, it wouldn't close. He was so nice about it, and we hugged 4 times in total. This would have been the 3rd time I hugged him, because I hugged him each time I approached him. I think after the video for Natalie, I went back to Jerome and Alex and got a picture with Alex. I didn't get a selfie with Jerome. I didn't realize I didn't until I got home. It was funny because I approached Jerome and Alex, and I was like, "Can I get a picture?" And Jerome was like, "Yeah, of course." And I was like, "I was talking to Alex." And he was like, "Oh, Dondo's getting a turn." I don't know why they call him Dondo, and I will never know. It was really funny because he had to set down his camera, and he seemed all happy that someone like wanted a picture with him, I guess. I don't know how many people asked for a picture with Alex, but I find Alex very funny. Lachlan had his bodyguard, Vac, and I wanted to get a picture with Vac, but him and Devin, Turkmelon, I just was too afraid to approach them for some reason. Like, I knew it was them, like, mentally, but, like, I just froze. After all the meeting was done, we waited in the area and stuff, and after Lachlan had, like, 0 fans left, and after we talked in our little group huddle, my family and Jen's family and stuff, I went back up to Lachlan, and I said how much I loved him and his videos, and how much he makes me smile and stuff, and he honestly looked like he took that, like, to heart. That was the 4th and final time I hugged him. It was just really nice meeting everyone that I met that day. We went on bike, like, carriage things.
Bike. I'm very scared I'm going to lose my iPod. I'm scared I'm going to lose my hat. Your hat's more important. But we just met every single person there. Boy, I wish I liked people. She was so awkward. No, it's okay. I had glasses. she had glasses.
They took us to Quincy Market.
Quick, hurry up before they notice. Perfect. All right. If I pull this off, go absolutely nuts. So hard.
was really fun. I got a bunch of things there, including really cool pajamas. After Quincy Market, after Jen and I split off, which I miss her really, really like badly, we went and walked back to like where my aunt parked the car and stuff. And we went back to the hotel, and I was in like such a daze, and my stomach still like was like flipping and stuff. I'm pretty sure I said I'm at Lachlan like 500 times that night. I was like, I'm at Lachlan, I'm at Lachlan. Long story short, with a bunch of pictures and videos, and with all of those being shown / said, I just want to give a sincere thank you to all the YouTubers that I met. Gizzy was such a sweetheart, knew me, said it was good to finally meet me. Jen was the nicest soul in the entire like earth, and I miss her so much, and I'm sorry I made your nose bleed, Jen. Maybe you can punch me in the face next time you see me and we'll be even. I've never had a bloody nose. I didn't know what it felt like, so I felt really bad. I didn't know if it hurt. Jerome was really nice. He was just really nice. That's what I used to describe him, because it's true. He was the only one that tried the Russian candy, so I guess that's really nice. And he complimented my art and said he was going to show Mitch and stuff. Meeting Preston and Rob again, that was a great experience because they remembered us from the Pool Rules meetup. It was cool being remembered. I met them twice now, twice within the span of a year. And last, but certainly not least, the YouTuber I want to thank the most for taking the time to meet me is Lachlan. I bother him with tweets on a daily basis. My mom kept joking about how he was going to call security and stuff when he realized I'm PTC16. Lachlan is the nicest person you could ever meet in the entire world. He just made me feel like I was friends with him. I don't know if other people that met him felt the same way, like the friendship connection, but I mean, I kind of did. I hugged him 4 times, and he was super nice and gave a really personalized message to my friend saying happy birthday, even though her birthday's in September. It was just the best day of my entire life. Going home the next day, I was excited to get home to my cat and stuff, but at the same time I was kind of upset that it was over and I was forced to be taken back into reality. It was just the time of my life, and I can't wait for another moment to happen like that again. Until then, I'll keep dreaming. If any of you have ever seen the movie Tangled, you know that when your dream comes true, that's the best part. You get to pick a new dream. My dream came true the afternoon of Saturday, April 23rd. It's been really difficult trying to find a dream that tops that. But until the next video on the next Saturday, I don't know when this is going up, I bid you guys farewell. And so does Jen, my Boston duck, and so does Lachlan. He's trapped in this master ball. It's been a couple days and I still have yet to figure out how to get him out of here. It's making me very upset. But until the next video, guys, bye! I choose you, Lachlan. Nothing happened. Not heart eye emoji.